They're all shit boxes. Not really. I just haven't got around to it. Oh. Alright, well, as you probably saw in the intro sequence, my GTI broke. So, Volkswagen. Just when I had bought some parts for it. We've got drilled and soldered rotors, power stop brake pads, but instead I'm replacing the injectors and the fuel pressure regulator and the fuel pressure rail sensor because car broke. No reason, no warning, just so I'm gonna try to fix that today, I guess. We'll see what happens. It's I think it should part. But for now, I won't give it all away, 'cause I don't think I'll stay. No, I can't be the only one who doesn't wanna fall in love. Doesn't wanna fall in love. Now that we have the intake out, we have room to get to everything else we need to get to. We need to move this line, and then we need to get to all these bolts right here and turn the light on. Intake manifold bolts right down there. And then the ones on the bottom and a couple connectors, and she should come right off. Alright folks, I think I might have already figured out why it's leaking. This has definitely been taken off before and it was not done properly. Like half the hardware is missing. There's supposed to be 2 bolts right here. There's only one. There's supposed to be 2 bolts right here. None. And then there's a stud underneath here, which I don't know if you'll be able to see. It's supposed to have right where my middle finger is. Turn the light on. Right here, there's supposed to be a 10mm nut on that. There's not. Same with this side right here. So I think somebody botched this in the first place, and that's why I'm having to do this repair. Alright folks, it's about 2 hours later. 2 hours of fiddling with stuff that I couldn't film, like this bracket. Here. This bottom bolt's a triple square that goes inside the block, but like there are like 8 coolant hoses around it. No good way to get it on camera. Manifold is out. That's not necessarily the problem. We have to take it off to get the injectors. How bad is the carbon buildup? It's got a new throttle body. I can't really tell. Let's see, how's the carbon in here? So pull this little sleeve out. It's really not that bad, all things considered. Like, I've seen worse on lesser miles. So I think it might have had a carbon cleaning right before I bought it. Here's the problem. You can see that the discoloration on the injector seal. These were leaking, so I'm gonna replace them all. I hope that fixes our problem. Like that one right there is covered in fuel. So replace them all. Hope that fixes our problem. So I just pulled the first injector out. A little crusty. I don't know how the camera's picking that up. Yeah. A little crusty, but then look in the well. Yeah, these seals were definitely just absolutely destroyed. So good thing we're replacing them. Alright, so I have some downtime now. I've got it all apart, but I am waiting for a new fuel rail pressure sensor. The one you just saw me pop off the line just to make sure I could get it out. I'm going to do some cleaning, and I'm going to check the spark plugs because I know it was leaking fuel outside the engine, but I want to see if it was leaking in the engine. I'm going to need to change the oil in the spark plug, so I'm going to find that out right now. Okay, so now we take a look. So coils I think are all fine. I'm not worried about it. So cylinder 4 almost looks lean, if anything. Not sure. Cylinders 3 and 1. Oh, you're zoomed in still. Whoops. Cylinders 3 and 1. The plugs are like physically wet. You see that brown tinge right there? Yeah, the plugs are physically wet. Like that. Yeah, like we left a fucking puddle. But then this one is just like black. So I'm gonna do some research real quick on what that means. So I think these two are leaking because these one, like, this is a little white. This one's white. These two are really dark. So I think these two injectors were leaking. These two were fine. Do some research and I'll get right back with you. So FedEx, as they usually seem to do, like to fuck me. So my fuel pressure sensor is not gonna be until Monday, but it's Friday and I need to drive. So I went to the old auto parts store and bought a new sensor. So we have that installed right here. Now we are going to reassemble everything, and we're going to start by seating the injectors. Well, actually, we're going to clean the injector wells and then seat the injectors. But let's get to it. We're back for day 2, and the FedEx package showed up, the one I was complaining about in the last video. But we have everything we need, so I'm gonna save some time. We're just gonna throw it back together. Alright, so we got, it took me forever because they were a pain in the ass to get back in, but I got all the injectors popped in, plugged in. I've got the intake manifold and fuel rail reassembled with all the sensors. So next is to put the intake manifold and fuel rail on and plug in everything that we can, and then bolt it down, and then put the bracket in, reconnect the air intake tube. We're pretty much done at that point, but reconnect coils, battery, put the intake back in. But for now, we're going to put the intake manifold back on. Alright, so I busted out putting everything else together. We're gonna go ahead and see if it'll start. I primed the system a couple times. Wish us luck. So, I am out and about. It's dark out now. The car is back together though. I'm out driving it for the first time since tearing everything apart. Feels good. It's made a couple little tiny weird ticks. I think most of those can be attributed to the fact the injectors are new, but I mean, it pulls, it seems happy. No lights. I mean, it idles well. It doesn't have any weird hesitations. The clutch still feels good. I just put fresh oil in it because it was running rich. I think we're good, but can never be too sure. So I'm probably gonna baby the absolute living fuck out of it for the most part for the next couple of days, just because, I mean, new everything, and some of the threads in the block are kind of skep. I'm not gonna lie. Not exactly happy with that because whoever did it last stripped or half stripped a couple of the bolts, so I didn't really get to torque everything because it was some of the bolts were like, I'm getting tight with a ratchet and then they start to be not so tight, and I was just like, fuck it, I'll leave it, whatever. So I might need to helicoil the entire head at some point, but sorry, not the block, the head, because it's aluminum, but I don't know. All in all, the car feels good. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I hope you can hear me this entire clip. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like and subscribe. I got this and the Supra. I love both of them, but I know I promised you guys Supra content in the last video, but geez, my daily broke, so I mean, not much I can do about that. But sorry, I promised you that in the this is my new daily video, but for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.